Most people are familiar with the traditional format of a budget planner. Most people enter their income and all your expenses and look at your ending balance for the month, and if you've got money left over, all is well and good. But many times things happen during the middle of the month which you are unaware of until it happens. And also a traditional budget planner, especially if it's on paper, does not allow you to make changes very easily and see what the outcomes are. The advantage to the Bill Juggler is that it allows you to make the changes on the fly, test your changes and see if that's going to solve your problem. If not, you can revert back to the original settings you had and make another change, or you can make more than one type of change. Anyway, let's look at a budget that Jerry made back in 2010 and see where he spends all of his money. Well, Jerry has two sources of income. He pays rent, car insurance, gas, and he has a water bill, which means he has a home, which usually includes the street lights and the trash. In an apartment, you usually do not pay water. So he has a home. He has car gas, $40, and he has that every 2 weeks. It can be assumed that is $40 just to go back and forth to work. No joy rides or trips to the country or anything. He goes to the market every week and spends an average of $85. He also has a charge account, a revolving charge, a phone bill. He has a credit card. He has a second credit card. He has an internet connection. He has a third credit card. Most people have 3 or 4. And Jerry has 3 plus the revolving charge account. He has Bob's birthday coming up on the 22nd. He has an electric bill of $185. So he might have a large house or use a lot of electricity for heat and air conditioning. And there's nothing down here in the 28th. So he ends up with $756, which in a normal budget planner in the traditional format would say you're good to go. But let's take a peek and see what the Bill Juggler can surface and see if we run into any problems. What you're looking for is cash left and a low number. And the low number will usually come just before your second check. Now we're down to $46. Oh, we got minus $6 right here. And that's for credit card number 2. So we're $6 short in order to pay this monthly payment. Well, we've only got 2 weeks that we can do any juggling or planning, so we don't have this $6 shortfall. Well, the only thing that is variable is what you spend at the market. So if we just decrease the market by $5, which is only about 2 or 3 items from what you normally would buy, let's see what that does for us. And we are now able to pay credit card number 2 and have $4 extra. Okay, that sounds good. And we still got our large balance at the end of the month. Let's go to the next month in March. And what we're looking for is a low number in the cash left area, 222. And all these numbers look great. We got $500 left at the end of the month. We've also got, for an extra expense, Lynn's birthday. All the other expenses is held steady. One thing that we forgot to look at was this little note right here. He lost his income number 2 on the 15th. It was a comment that he inserted. So if we look at March, you can see income number 2 is 0, income number 2 is 0. So that's why he's got less money at the end of this month than the previous month, which was $766. So we still have good numbers throughout the month. Let's look at April. Again, we've still only got one source of income, and we're looking for a low number in the cash left area, 77, 14, up minus $38. Again, That's just before you get your second check, and it happens to be credit card number 2 again. So essentially, we're short $40 here. Now, he has several weeks, because we're still in February, before he has to deal with this problem. But it is much easier if you prepare for it well in advance. So let's go back to February and see what we can do. We have Bob's birthday, which is a variable, because we really don't have to buy him a present. The electric is a large item. That can be actually a little variable, but you won't see what your change is going to be if you decrease your electric usage. You won't know that until you get your bill. So you've got Bob's birthday, which is a variable. You have the market expenditure, which is a variable. Let's recheck March, and we have Lynn's birthday. So Bob's birthday was 20, Lynn's birthday is 30, the total is 50, and we were short $38. So if we don't buy the 2 birthday presents, that will take care of our shortfall. But if you actually have to buy those birthday presents, we still have a couple of ways to deal with the shortfall. The best way would be to decrease what you spend at the market. And in this case, let's see how many weeks we've got. We want to go back up here to April and go to our shortfall, go to the previous week, and we've got 1, 2, we got 3, 4, 5, 6. And in February, we've got 7 and 8. We got 8 weeks because we already decreased what we spent here. So 8 times 5 is $40. And the amount we were short was $38. So we've got $2 left over. So one possibility is decrease what you spend at the market by $5 each week. Again, that's only 2 or 3 items than what you would normally buy. There's one other option, but it's really not recommended because it just increases your expenses. And that is to charge the birthdays on a credit card. If you absolutely have to get those presents, that is another option. So that total comes up to $50. It's probably going to raise your minimum payment on that credit card $1 or $2. But it will take care of your shortfall here. It's up to you how you want to handle the shortfall. The main advantage here is this is February, and we're seeing clear up into April down here at the bottom of the screen, which is 2.5 months before we run into the problem. Let's look at May for a second here. There's no data entered for May, but there's $300 left after he pays rent. So as far as his major expenses go, he still has enough money. It's just this one problem right here that he has to deal with. And the best way is to decrease what you spend at the market. Either that or charge it to a credit card. It is your option on which way you do it. The Bill Juggler has the advantage of being able to make these changes on the fly and see what your outcome is going to be. In this case, you'd go ahead and make your changes here to $80 and actually see the extra $2 that you would have, so $721. The Bill Juggler has been used in live time for several years and has been found to be very, very useful. Don't get caught by unexpected surprises in the coming months. Be prepared and get the Bill Juggler today.